good part of the day. Today we are going to start our 19th lesson and we are going to cover reading and writing parts. Hammaga salom. Bugun biz siz bilan 19-darsimizni boshlaymiz. Bugungi darsda biz writing va listening qismlarini bajaramiz. Tayyormisiz? Let's start. So, in the listening part, as you can see here, we have a little story and the person is going to tell the story describing every single situation. First, we will listen together. Then, what we have to do, we have to write the letters. And then, at the end, we have to tell the story by ourselves. So, first, let's listen to this audio. Hozir biz siz bilan birgalikda audioni eshitamiz va audioda shu rasmlarni tasvirlab berishadi. Lekin rasmlar boshqacha tartibda etilgan. Shuning uchun biz tartib bilan har bitta harfni yozib chiqishimiz kerak. Yozganimiz bilan biz nima qilishimiz kerak? Biz shu audioni o'zimizning so'z bilan gapirib berishimiz kerak. Va esingizdan chiqmasa, har bitta so'zni yozish ham, chunki bu sizga kelajakda foydali bo'ladi. So, let's start.
Pupils Book, Unit 6, page 70. Activities 2 and 3.
Carly and her father liked to walk in the park. There was a big lake in the park, and there were always 2 beautiful white swans on the water. Carly loved these graceful birds. One afternoon, Carly said to her father, "Look, Dad, there's only 1 swan today. Where's the other one?" Dad pointed to the reeds. "Look, Carly," he said. "There's a nest in the reeds. The other swan is sitting on the nest." Carly was excited. "Are there eggs in the nest?" she asked. "Will we see baby swans?" "Yes, we will," said Dad. The next week, when Carly and her dad went to the park, they saw a fox. It was walking quietly towards the swan's nest. Carly was worried. "Will it steal the eggs?" she asked. But the swan on the nest saw the fox. It stood up and ran towards the fox angrily. The fox was frightened and ran away. The next week, Carly was sad. The swan's nest was empty, and she couldn't see the swans on the lake. "Oh, Dad," she said quietly, "did the fox take the eggs? This is the worst day ever." Dad laughed. "No, the fox didn't take the eggs," he said. "Look." He pointed across the water. There were the 2 swans, and one of them had 3 little cygnets sitting on its back. "3 cygnets," laughed Carly. "This is the best day ever."
So, have you listened to the story? I hope that it was very much interesting and not difficult at all. So, let's write now the letters. So, the first one is E, second C, third D, fourth A, fifth F, and the last one is B. Yours are also the same, I know for sure. And now, pause the video and read out with your own words what you have understood from this listening so that you will improve your skills. So next we are going to talk about phonics, and this is the letters A and W, and together they give the sound as O, not F. Okay, a lot of students say F, for example, tomorrow or new. This is incorrect, alright? So usually the W letter is not pronounced, usually, not mostly, but usually, alright? And here, especially if we have got A with W, we never say the words F, okay? We say it as O. For example, with pinching, if you remember when you talk about dragonfly, we said with pinching claws, alright? Not claws, but claws. And the snapping jaws, not jaws, but jaws, alright? So, or the word I saw, oh, this is a very big mistake among the students. and they always say, yesterday I saw a very beautiful painting. It is a very big mistake, alright? We don't say I saw, but we say I saw. I saw two awful monsters. You see, I don't say I saw two awful monsters. I just said I saw two awful monsters with claws on their paws. Paws, this is the hands of animals. We, people, we have hands and arms, but animals, they have paws. Look, I'll draw those awful monsters. Draw, not draw. With carrots in their jaws. So you see, they are eating carrots in their jaws. I hope it's clear. Do not say A with W as af, but say it as the sound O. So in the reading part, now we are moving to the reading part. Now we are moving to the writing part, and unlike the previous lesson, we are not going to write a story here, but we are going to listen to the poem and then write the correct words. Before we listen, what we have to do, we have to describe these two beautiful paintings. First, I will describe myself, and then you can describe it by yourself as well. So, in the first picture, we can see a beautiful swan who is taking care of the eggs. She is warming them until they will hatch. Hatch, it means tuxumsingach va kichkina jo'jachalar yoki boshqa hayvonchalar paydo bo'ladi. So the swan is waiting when these eggs will hatch. In the next picture, we can see a swan with 7 cygnets. A swan has got a very beautiful long neck, and she has got black and orange beak, and also she has got some black feathers on her nose as well, and her neck's color is slightly grayish, so a little bit grayish, and her body's color, feathers, are whitish. However, little cygnets have got totally different color of feathers. They have got very short necks, and all their feathers are gray. So this is my very short description. Please, if you can talk more than me, this is highly recommended and it would be very much beneficial for you. Pause the video and retell. Hozir ikkita rasmni tasvirlab berdim. Siz ham xuddi shunday shu ikkita rasmni tasvirlab berishingiz kerak. Qancha ko'p gapirsangiz, shuncha o'zingizga foydali bo'ladi. So very good. Now we are moving to the next exercise. Here what you have to do, first try to guess the words. Perhaps they could be correct, perhaps they could be wrong. Just guess them and then you will listen and check. Hozir siz birinchi shu so'zlarni tekstga qo'yib qo'yasiz. Balkim to'g'ri bo'lishi mumkin, balkim noto'g'ri bo'lishi mumkin. To'g'ri, noto'g'riligini biz audioda bilamiz. Chunki birgalikda eshitamiz. So now please do this exercise. Then we will listen together and check our answers. Hozir shu mashqni bajaring, keyin birgalikda eshitib tekshiramiz.
Pupils Book, Unit 6, page 71. Activity 3, Listen and Read.
Cygnets and swans. Soft grey feathers, black beaks, black legs, short necks, tiny wings, hatched out of eggs. Cygnets swim on the water like little grey boats near a tall white ship that silently floats. Their feathers will whiten, their necks will grow long, their beaks will turn orange, their wings will grow strong. The graceful young swans will pass quietly by, then spreading their wings, they will rise up and fly.
So I hope you have listened and now let's check our answers. Eshitib bo'ldingiz va endi birgalikda javoblarni tekshiramiz. So let's read together. Soft grey feathers, black beaks, black legs, short necks, tiny wings, hatched out of eggs. Cygnus swim on the water like little grey boats near a tall white ship that silently floats. Their feathers will whiten, their necks will grow long, their beaks will turn orange, their wings will grow strong. The graceful young swans will pass quietly by, then spreading their wings, they will rise up and fly. A very beautiful poem indeed. You can learn this poem as well, which fully describes every single detail of a swan. That they are first, initially, they have got gray feathers, they are short, they are tiny, but then eventually, slowly but surely, slowly but surely, they will grow long, they will grow, their necks will grow, their feathers will whiten, and then they will rise up and spreading their wings, they fly. So, try to retell this poem and then we move to the review part. So, in our review part, we are going to repeat and revise all the grammar that we have learned in units number 4 to 6, which means in our previous lessons. In our exercise number 1, we have to use past simple. If you remember, we said with you we use past simple when we talk about actions which happen order by order, one by one. Yes, like a sequence, like цепочка. So the actions happen one by one. For example, let's look at the example. When Lucy went to the shop, she bought a CD. So we have to use when plus past simple. So looking at the example, please pause the video and do this exercise on your own. Misolga qarab, mana shu 3 ta gapni o'zingiz bajaring, so that you will know whether you made a mistake or you didn't make a mistake. Whether you have to repeat this lesson one more time or you don't have to. So let's do this. Pause the video and do. So let's check our answers. If you have the same sentences, then you should put the score 5 out of 5. If you have one mistake, then -1, 4, and so your score depends on how many mistakes you have got. The first sentence. When I got up, I had breakfast. Sentence number 2. When the mouse saw the cat, it ran. And sentence number 3. And the last sentence. When the girl crossed the road, she fell down. Next exercise. Here what we have to use something, nothing, anything, everything, or the words similar to them. Again, you do it on yourself and then we are going to check together and then you will put a score for yourself. So let's check our answers. The first, let's read the example. There isn't anything in the jug. Jug, this is the place where we usually put water or juice. So sentence number 1, everything is in the box, or if you wrote something is in the box, this is still correct. Sentence number 2, there is something in the bag. Third, there is nothing under the box, nothing, you see. Sentence number 4, because this is a question, we use, is there anything in the bag? Yes, there is. And fifth, it is negative sentence, that's why we also use anything. There isn't anything next to the box. So I hope your answers are also same, and I hope that your answers are also correct. Let's move on. In exercise number 3, what we have to use here past continuous. So in exercise number 3, we have to use our favorite past continuous. If you remember the formula, can you please tell it to me? Yes, this is while plus was were plus verb ing. For example, while my friend was reading, I was listening to music. And other 3 sentences, please do them on your own and we will check together. So let's check our answers. The first one, while the horse was running, the cow was eating. The favorite job of cows? Yes, always they eat only. Sentence number 2. While the boys were talking, the girls were working. Usually girls work a lot, but boys talk a lot. But this is just a joke. I don't have any discrimination towards boys. Boys and girls are equal, for sure. Third sentence. While my mother was watching TV, my father was working. Please pay attention to the were or was. If we have plural, we use were. If we have singular, we use was. So, javoblaringizni tekshiring va xatolaringiz bo'lsa -1 qiling. Agar xatosiz bo'lsa, bo'lmasa 5 bahoni qo'ying. So, in the next exercise number 4, what is asked, and in the next exercise number 4, what is asked from us here to do is to use either or future simple will or won't. Please do it and then we will check it. Alright, let's check our answers. The first sentence, I want either trainers or a t-shirt. You can wear either shorts or trousers. Next, we can either read or talk. Fourth, you will get a good score in this test. And the last one, fifth, it won't be windy tomorrow. Here, I know for sure you have no mistakes at all. I'm very much proud of you. Keep on doing the same hard work. And the last exercise of our revision part is to write as better or worse. Please do, and then we are going to assess it. So what we had to use here is, so here we had to use worse, better, the best, or the worst. And let's check our answers. Andy's score is worse than Tom's. So Andy's score is 3, Tom's score is 4. So which means Andy's score is worse. Sentence number 2, Karen's score is the worst. Karen has got only 2. That's why it is the worst score. Emma's score is the best. She has got 10, which means her score is the best or the highest. Next one, Lucy's score is better than Tina's score. Lucy has got 8 and Tina has got 7, which means Lucy has got a better score. And the last one, Tom's score is worse than Tina's score. Tom has got 4, but Tina has got 7, which means Tom's score is worse than Tina's. So that's it from the review part. I hope you have no mistakes, or even if you have mistakes, please go to the previous lessons, repeat these grammar topics so that in the future you will not be having them again. And count your score, and if it is more than 15, it means you have done a wonderful job. I'm very much proud of you. Well done. Hamma javoblaringizni hisobladingiz va agar sizda 20 dan ko'proq bo'lsa, this is just wonderful job. This is awesome because the highest number is 25, and if you have got even less than 20, this is also fine. Please go to the previous lessons and review all the topics that you have mistakes with. Agar 20 dan kam bo'lsa, bu yomon emas. O'tgan darslarga borib, ularni takrorlab chiqing. All right? So this is the end of the review part. Our 19th lesson is over. We have done too many things today. We have done listening, we have done a little bit speaking, and we most importantly have reviewed all the grammar. Bu bizning 19-darsimizning oxiri. Bugungi darsda biz listening qildik, ozgincha writing va speaking ham qilishga ulgurdik. Va eng muhimi, biz hamma o'tgan grammatikamizni takrorlashga ulgurdik. So please keep on working very hard. See you later. Goodbye.